And hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Planetary from the Planetary Ashes.
I'm Dren from Dren channel.
I am JorGogo from JorGogo.
And today we are actually doing a collaboration episode, and today we are called The Funky Dudes because we are very funny and we're also funky as well. And we're actually going to try and actually start off our collaboration episode with our very first gameplay that I've actually did was Blinx 2, Master of Time and Space, and I am so sorry with the video quality at the moment. It had its issues at some point. So, mind if I tell you guys, what is your experience with Blinx 2 so far?
So my experience, you pretty much know mine. I did a game take on this, I think it was a year ago, It was a year or two ago. And while it had its improvements from Blinx 1, there are things I liked more in Blinx 1 that I did in this game. It's just really just choose which game you want to pick. You're gonna get the same enjoyment and the same amount of empty.
Yeah, so Oh, go on, Dren.
I have little to no experience with this. Basically, everything I've seen on JorGogo's channel is basically everything that I know about.
Oh, the character customization. Oh, they went all out on this. I made a whole bunch of weird characters with this.
Yeah, as you can see, I actually had to fast forward this one because it actually took up nearly 30 minutes of the gameplay recording, and I was thinking, there's had to be a better way to actually speed things up, so I decided to fast forward it and then just customize it. It's so weird customizing your own your own characters. It feels weird.
Yeah, considering this is called a Blinx 2 Blinx.
Yeah,
where the hell is Blinx?
Actually, mind if I nab that little recording of you and actually put this in there?
Alright. He doesn't do a whole lot, and he's hardly around, but the story makes it seem like he's very important. Have you guessed it yet? Listen closely. You might miss it.
I'll actually remind myself in the editing process. It's Blinx 2, but where's Blinx?
Are you gonna do a throwback review of this?
Oh yeah, I'm planning on doing a throwback review for this, but after my Dead Rising marathon, which I still need to finish, it's just
yeah, I feel ya.
Yeah, it's like one of those moments I want to do a throwback review for this one, but I got other games to finish up. But you know what? It's actually quite fun playing this game, but nevertheless, in this gameplay series for both me and everyone, and JorGogo and Dren, and also for the viewers as well, you'll see how frustrated I get and how cooked and baked I can be in future stages. And I can tell you, fuck stage 5 with a grain of salt.
Here's basically my experience. It's I get the feel for the controls in the tutorial. I'm like, wow, this controls a whole lot better. I'm gonna enjoy this. Why haven't I heard the sequel before? It seems to play pretty good, and then I don't know. It's just the enjoyment gets sucked out of you later on, especially with the Tom stages. If there was this lava one, I believe, where I was stuck on forever because I didn't know what to do. And there were pretty much, I think 3 stages with the Tom-Toms, 3 stages in a row, and I was like, when can I get back to the cats and not hear this spy song through 3 times at 2 hours at a time?
Yeah, you weren't kidding about the time of it. The time you spend in that game goes for hours, no matter how many times. If you die, reset, it goes for hours.
Yeah, just for a long time. It was unnecessary. I think Blinx, while I don't like the time limit, the length of the stages were pretty good to me. Because, well, obviously, if you knew, there was a time limit on the Blinx stage. Not Blinx stages, my god. The stages in Blinx 1, they had each at a 10-minute time limit. Similar to how Sonic the Hedgehog stages worked.
Yeah, indeed. Like 10 minutes, like going through the stage, it's absolutely crazy. But actually, have any of you guys actually played Blinx 1?
I did a game take of that too with the Nerd Layer, actually.
Yeah, it was actually pretty funny as well.
Oh, thank you.
What about you, Dren?
I sat there and watched JorGogo play it. So let me guess. You have no experience of Blinx 1 or 2. Is that correct? No, basically all I've seen is video of it, and so far Blinx 2.
Oh, that was a
looks
tutorial.
more appealing.
Yeah, it actually really does.
Like, it looks gorgeous, and then I'm wondering where it's gonna go and turn face down.
Indeed. It's just like actually more kind of interesting. Like, this is my first time that I've actually played Blinx 2. A funny fact is, like, I remember getting the Xbox when I was young, and then the first game that I've ever played was Blinx 2, and fucking hell, me and my brother played it, and we hated Stage 5 together, and I can tell you'll hear me rant about Stage 5 throughout the whole entire series, because I fucking hate it. That's for sure. It was just a whole lot of no. Just a whole lot of fucking no. It's just the TomTom game, Stage 5, the TomTom game especially, like, it's just like, I love it, but you love to hate it at some point. It's that moment. You think, like, why is the TomTom game so specifically based on using gadgets and weapons and not using what the Time Sweeper does? Except for the pause bomb, however. It's just like, yeah.
So
we'll give you just an inch.
In case you guys don't know, so this was released around the same year Halo 2 was released, right?
Yeah.
And also, in case you don't know, Blinx was supposed to be like the mascot for the Microsoft Xbox, the OG
the IP
Xbox.
Wars.
Like, the corporates had it set in mind to make a mascot, and that was Blinx. But with Blinx 2 came around, when I said it released at the same year, I'm sorry, I actually meant 9 days apart. So Halo 2, I think Halo 2 was the one. Yeah, that released first, and then 9 days later came Blinx 2. It almost felt like on purpose, like adding salt to the wound. That, yeah, you had your chance, and now you're being thrown out the window. Master Chief is our new favorite son now.
It feels bad. Like, you have a perfectly lovable character like Blinx, and then he got kicked around the corner and get curb stomped by Master Chief. It's like,
on purpose.
You.
It almost feels on purpose.
Yeah.
And especially hers, like, I like Blinx's design. Did you know that he was actually designed by the same guy who designed Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was drawn by the same dude.
Oh, that I did not know.
I feel like it's a shame that, Blinx couldn't have been the IP, because I feel like it really could have used the attention in order to have a good, perfected game, because it has a great scheme to it, but it doesn't feel like it was ever properly perfected like the way they did with the Halo series or something like Zelda or something like that.
Yeah. The thing is, there was a lot they could have done with the time control aspect. Like, a lot in Blinx 2 they could have done for Blinx 1, and that would have been a completely phenomenal game in my opinion. But I don't think the stages were built for that. But it definitely has a lot of potential, because not a lot of games back then dealt with that aspect of, time travel, or having not specifically time travel, like having the power of time in your hands, like a TV remote.
Yeah, indeed.
So it's just a shame they didn't really go all out with it, They didn't really think about what we would do if we had the power of time,
Yeah. And may I say, the voice acting for it is just hilarious. Like, you can't help but laugh at it. It's the voice acting of it.
He just sounds like Blinx just sounds like a Saturday morning cartoon protagonist now.
Yeah.
It's the kind of voice acting we strive to have.
Like, oh god. It makes me laugh looking back at the voice acting and listening over. It's just like they do so well with the cinematic, but when you hear the in-game voice acting, you feel like they're like deadpan robots. Like, they don't have the enthusiasm or feelings to it. You're just like, what are you going on about? Like, where's the feeling for it?
Like, they just sat there after one take, was like, alright, so we're gonna do another take? No, that's good. What, you serious?
Yeah, here comes his edgy scratch with the blood splat. Did you see that blood splat?
Yeah, I saw that blood splat.
So cool, man. Isn't Blinx the coolest?
He's
so hardcore.
Is that a scar?
Yeah, that's a scar. To be honest, I was actually laughing when I saw that. It's like, yeah, alright, you're trying to make it look cool, just adding one scratch to Blinx.
It's too bad we can't play as him.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah.
Was that even an option to have a scar in the character creation?
I don't think it was. I don't think it was
wasn't.
actually planned on.
Oh, so you can't even, like, pseudo-make Blinx.
You can try. Like, you can give him the similar jacket, similar fur pattern. But you can't give him the scar.
Yeah, here we go. Here comes the TomTom's boss waifu that everyone knows and loves.
What?
Oh,
The leader of the TomTom just going after a demigod's tasty games, I guess.
indeed. He's just actually thirsty for some waifu. That's about it.
Where are they getting the trash from? Because, you know, like, they have to, like, get trash to shoot it out. Where are they getting the trash?
Yeah, that's right.
Or are they just, like, adding random projectiles now?
Well, weren't you able to suck up rocks?
I mean, yeah. I guess. I guess they're using the debris to their advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending
Debris
on
is
how...
trash, right?
Depending on the suckage of the vacuum. Just like, you're sucking, but... Yeah, no, I don't think you'd be able to pick up that kind of debris and put it away. But...
Watch everyone's frozen faces as they
Just looking at
decide
it, just
either to
thinking.
follow Blinx or just leave everyone behind to die.
It's like, oh, now you come up.
Yeah. Especially the janitor as well. Wait, is he the janitor? The guy with the cat with the green sweatshirt? Huh.
Yeah, so far, up to this point, everything just seems really awesome.
It does. It does seem awesome, especially with the filter as well. Like the screen filter to give that certain vibe that you're actually talking through the television as well, or whatever the cats have on their wrists. I don't know.
That flies in front of them as a camera.
Yeah.
This is the Time Factory CEO. Someone has touched the big crystal and scattered it into fragments. They've set the universe on a path to utter destruction.
Attention, all Time
How many times have we heard that plot?
I think one too many. I think JorGogo had heard it plenty of times due to the fact that he played. I don't know how many times you've played it, JorGogo.
It's pretty much ingrained into my brain. I just know it.
Yeah.
We have to collect all the shards, and before the world gets completely destroyed, then we have to summon them and get all together with the power of friendship.
Alright, now I'm gonna be nitpicky as well.
But if you want to be spicy, you can add a nemesis character that steals them all, that you can get them back 3 seconds later.
Yeah, alright, I'm actually gonna be a little bit nitpicky here, as like JorGogo said in his game take. The fucking dialogue. I fucking loathe.
Oh, the boxes?
The green boxes.
They interrupt you like every second. I hate it. I hate it too.
Yes. So, you know what, Dren? I'm glad that you haven't actually played this because I'm not quite sure if you'd be feeling the exact same rage that we are feeling.
Did they really need to add a green text box for "You did it"?
Oh
Yeah.
no! I've had experience with things that just try to hold your hand and congratulate you at everything when I haven't actually accomplished anything. I've
He's
just
like-
learned a mechanic.
It's like that Sailor
Yes.
Moon meme. I've done my job, but you haven't done anything.
Yeah. See, this is when I was a bit of a going a little bit derpy, thinking I could just beat the living shit out of the enemies with just whacking them, but that is a very missed opportunity there. Like whacking the enemies to make them lose health. You just
I totally forgot you could do that.
yes, like just whack the enemies to death. It's like, fuck you! I'm not gonna waste all my ammunition. I'll just whack you with my vacuum cleaner right here.
That may also be a guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a sweeper with a guitar design on it.
Yeah. Wait, where have
Wait,
you
and
seen that
Blinx
before?
just had that.
Yes, indeed.
He's just hardcore, bro. He has a guitar for a vacuum. Isn't he the coolest? Buy our games.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, you can definitely tell this is very early 2000s.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's what I love
indeed.
about it, you know?
Yeah.
The early
yeah,
2000s
well, I mean-
was such a mood.
Anything with bullet time?
Anything
Yeah.
with bullet time will work. Will work just fine.
When did The
And-
Matrix release?
I think it was around 1999 or the 2000s.
Because I'm pretty
think
sure
that
that
goes-
was influenced by The Matrix.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
Or that, maybe people just forgot about Blinx 2 and they were like, they just were just ooh and eyeing over The Matrix like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well I mean, anything where you're dodging bullets, especially when you're doing the thing where you're basically going down on your back, bending backwards instead of like trying to run past them. Yeah, that's Matrix. You can't hide that from us.
Yeah. It's just. It actually feels like it's like inspired by the Matrix, not. But. Ugh.
Well, I mean, partially. I don't think that all the time, like, not all the time concepts, definitely. Like, I'd say it's still pretty individualistic, it's still really creative, but from what I've heard, it could have been used a bit better.
Yeah, it could have used a bit better. Like, pretty much, like, spitballing here. Like, why not have, instead of just having the pause section there, why not have another section of the pause, like, pause frame? Like, once you hit pause, you go to the next frame, next frame, next frame, next frame, and continue on. Like, finding that specific point of where things can actually be sucked, or...
I just love the fact that they just use the exact same cannon. I love it.
Yes. It's like, fuck you, Canon. I'm done with your bullshit. I already done with you once. I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to go slow-mo.
Well, here's an interesting thought. So you have all these
yikes.
different powers, and for the most part, it doesn't seem like you have too much problem getting the various ammo for the different powers. So, I mean, it seems like they really could have went with almost everything has more than one way it could be completed. And then that would introduce basically a whole nother way to view playing, and especially how to use the items that you have.
Yeah, it could have been relied on that. Like, it could be heavily focused on that, but I don't think they actually thought of that at that time, which I can't blame them.
Hey,
'cause so
Planetary.
far the way it's
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, so far it seems like, despite having all these different powers, everything seems to be linear as far as how you beat it.
They think of the most basic stuff.
There's a
yeah.
specific way. You can't just like, oh well, if I use this method, this could also work. No, it's this method. You just gotta get better at it.
It doesn't require you to think. You just like look at him like, oh, that's what I have to do, and the game will congratulate you for the 50th time. Wow,
Yeah.
you're so smart.
Yeah. Now, Now I have actually collected the cat medal from before, but is it really worth it to collect the cat medals?
Not
At
really.
all?
If you want to see more like a funny, quote unquote funny animated like short little clips, then yeah, sure, why not? But they're just for bragging rights. But then again, who would brag about getting all collectibles in a Blinx 2 game?
Yeah, that's true. It's not really worth my time to actually go for. Yeah, I did a dumbass there. I rewinded instead of pause. It's like, why did I do that? I should have actually used that rewind perfectly. But,
Hey, Planetary, have you played the first Blinx game before?
I've actually dabbled in it, but I haven't actually fully finished it yet because.
So you would know about like how you get time powers is by making a time crystal combo. Do you know about that?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay, so to me personally, I think that was just in my personal opinion, is one of part of the charms of the gameplay. Like it's a risk reward system. You know, if you want a specific time power, you have to go around the level and search for it. And to its benefit, the levels aren't that big, so you could just like walk around and you can leave crystals for later if you think you'll need it later, or you're trying to search for another specific crystal, whatever suits your fancy. But I don't know. I think it was just a neat little game mechanic. Like if you lose a chance, then okay, you lose a chance. Tough luck, bucko. But if you get it right, then you earn yourself a pretty cool power. But like when you get records are very hard to find, but they are the most overpowered time power in the game. I don't know about Blinx 2, but Blinx 1 is very overpowered. But I'm going to use that as an example. You have one green time power crystal, and you think, okay, I want to try to get a record. I'm going to go around the level and see if I can search for any more. So you just now see an enemy that has it, that shoots like a couple out, and then you grab them, and then you just go around the level, search for whatever time powers you left behind. You know?
Yeah. And
that was part of the charm of the gameplay, in my opinion. Other than that, it doesn't really have a lot going for it, but and I think that makes up for it. Is that mechanic of getting time power?
Yeah, indeed. It's like it is actually pretty good to say like to have that point of like you got 3 crystals and you're about to get your 4th one, and if you stuff up the 4th one, you still got the crystal that you're after. But
well, if you mess up the combo, that goes all those 4 crystals out the window. You can't get him back. Oh, but what also sucks was the temple levels, because those require the records, and they are extremely hard to find, like I said. So if you can't find them and you reach that point in the level and you don't have any records, you're gonna have to restart, either restart the level or go back a few levels and try to find a couple of records to fill in your slots and then come back to that level. There was only a couple of instances where you need a specific time power to get through a segment, which sucked. There was quite a few that does require a specific time power. I will say that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mix up words there, but they provide the time powers for you, like right around the little segment and the level. But they also provide enemies for you to get those crystals. You know. But in the temple level, they don't provide the crystals at all, and the crystals they shoot out is out of pure luck.
Oh.
So if you mess up, you're gonna have to go back a couple levels and search for those record crystals, and then come back. So the temple level is the one that just made me want to quit the game already.
I think
there was only 2 worlds that I really enjoyed. It was the first and second one. Other than that, the third one, Hourglass Caves. I remember that one because the music is bopping. But the first, second, and third worlds I can play perfectly fine. And Ellie is fighting Tux again. Wonderful. So, those three worlds were fine.
Yeah.
But it's the rest of them I just don't want to play. I don't want to touch at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, meanwhile, I think that's about it. We actually wrapped up. So meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, the next episode we'll be going to the Tom Tom gangs. And JorGogo, I think you had a bit of a fun time looking at it and had a good time that I made you as a character as a Tom Tom gang.
I didn't have fun. I didn't have fun with the Tom Toms. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching our very first episode of the Funky Dudes, and hopefully if you guys actually want to see more of it, I'll be happy to actually work with you guys a little bit more and actually get in the second episode next time. But if you actually like the episodes of the Funky Dudes, feel free to subscribe to all of us onto the channel with JorGogo.
Hell yeah.
And Dren Hanamara as well.
No!
But until then, ladies and gentlemen, we are the Funky Dudes, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye!
Later.
See you later.